close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Lined into left field for a base hit. Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good afternoon to you and welcome to Central Cass High School here and Cost Field in Castleton, North Dakota. Josh Boyko with you here on the call this afternoon. We've got a bout of heavyweights right here between a couple of first-place teams in their respective regions. Central Cass, first place in Region 1, and Mayport CG, first place in Region 2. With tournament time coming up, this is a perfect matchup for both of these squads to be playing at their best when it matters most. And this is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. And we are really excited for this game right here with the high-octane offenses, but also elite swift glove defenses that we're going to see here today between Mayport CG and Central Cass. Both of these teams are top of their standing. Central Cass is 12-4 overall after getting off to a somewhat slow start. They kind of struggled out of the gate when they were 1-3 through their first 4 games. They lost to Northern Cass in that season opener. And then a couple losses to Jamestown and Fargo North, but those are Class A teams. So really just one Class B loss in those first 3. So a really good rebound, though, throughout the season from Central Cass. They are really on top of things, averaging over 10 runs a game. Both of these squads are, in fact. And they've set together a couple of different 5-game win streaks throughout the season. They had a 6-game win streak after that 1-3 start, and then rattled off 5 wins, Central Cass did, before falling to West Fargo in their game yesterday in a 10-8 shootout. And then with Mayport CG having a really solid season this year, and they are 8-0, an undefeated mark in the region at 13-1 overall. So a really good season for Kenyon Conshock's Patriots out there on the diamond this year. So both of these teams really looking forward to this test as the big clash before the postseason starts, as we've got the Region 1 softball tournament coming up Saturday, May 18th here on Your Live Event. So we will be covering that for you, and you'll probably see these teams on there. So we're looking forward to this matchup here tonight, and if they were to face each other maybe in the postseason next day, we'll see how it goes, and we will come back on yourliveevent.com and the Irie Insurance pregame show after this.
Wanted baddest outlaws and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on Your Live Event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Welcome back to Central Cass High School, home of the Squirrels and Cost Field. And we're getting ready for a big-time showdown between a couple of first-place teams in their respective regions. And the Region 1 softball tournament featuring Central Cass will be on Saturday, May 18th in Hankinson. And then Region 2 also kicking off on Saturday the 18th. So we'll be looking forward to both of those tournaments coming up. It's postseason time. It's very busy, and we're going to be covering a lot of games for you guys, so we're excited to bring it to you here on YourLiveEvent.com and on the Your Live Event YouTube channel. And you can check out the upcoming schedules for the tournaments coming up in this next week at YourLiveEvent.com, and you can see the schedule there. When we come back, we'll hear from both of our coaches, and we'll start with Keenan Konchak when we return on the Irie Insurance pregame show on what he expects from the Patriots in this one tonight.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Welcome to our Irie Insurance pregame show. Here with head coach Keenan Konchak of Mayport CG. And coach, what are you looking for with this heavyweight bout between a couple of first place teams in each of their respective regions?
Yeah, obviously proven program here. Great facilities coming over to this field. This facility is pretty cool. All right, just to know that the tradition that they've had and all the success they've had every year too. It's a reason why they're the number one team in their region right now. So obviously they have Kindred in their region too, and Hillsborough is usually pretty good too. So it should be a great matchup for us. We've been playing pretty well recently. Came off a great weekend last weekend, and ready to get going this week too. So I'm not sure what the pitching matchups will be today, but I'm sure you're going to see some good ones.
For sure, and I mean both of these teams are used to scoring 10 runs plus per game. Do you expect the offenses to be booming again today, or do you think these heavyweight matchups will come back down to earth a little bit with the pitching?
Yeah, like it could be any type of game. Like we played Thompson last week too, and you'd think that'd be with the pitching we'd be able to shut it down. We have some pretty good defenses too, but we scored a lot of runs, so we had some great at bats. So that's we can play either type of game for us. Actually, we have great pitching, but we also have some good defense too that can help our pitchers out a little bit. So I'm expecting it. Well, it depends on the pitching too. Like I'm not sure who they have left. I know they had a game yesterday too. So we'll see how the pitching goes. Obviously, we want to have great at bats and just concentrate on what we're trying to do out there.
What does it take to beat a team that's atop their region playing confident softball right now?
Yeah, so the things we've been working on obviously is we can't be booting the ball around, kicking the ball around on defense a little bit. That usually costs us. Those unearned runs are going to be huge. If we got to be confident, make the plays out there, have some fun, have some great at-bats, and put the ball in play. If we strike out, it's going to be a long day for us.
And what would a win do confidence-wise heading towards tournament time?
Yeah, absolutely. We start on Saturday with our first round of regions, so that's why we schedule these types of games at the end of the season to see where we're at and get ready for the tournament time. So it'd be a great confidence boost to play and beat Central Cass team.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
And welcome back to our Irie Insurance pregame show with head coach Scott Costa of the Central Cass Squirrels here. And coming off of a 10-8 loss to West Fargo in the last game yesterday, but moving on, and you got a heavyweight matchup here today, a couple of teams first in the region. How does that spur these girls on to this matchup?
You know, I think we're excited about this. We know that Mayport has a really solid team. They got a bunch of seniors. They got good leadership over there, and this will be a great test for us for going into the postseason here.
And what's the advantage of having this game as that final tune-up right before the postseason?
I think it's very important. We tried to stack up our schedule, so we play West Fargo, last night. Now we play Mayport tonight, and stack your schedule up at the end of the year so that you're playing the best competition you can at the end of the year. It's really good. So I'm excited about playing this game tonight.
What do you have to watch out for against Mayport tonight?
Oh, they do a lot of things well. They hit the ball. They pitch very well. They'll play really good defense. I think the thing we got to do right now is we just got to make sure we're playing our game here. We can't make errors, can't walk people. I think the team that's going to win this one is going to be the team that wins the battle of freebies here. So that's what we're going to be shooting for here.
And then how prepared do you think this team is for tournament time this year? You think they're hitting their stride?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I mean, we started out the year a little bit slow. I think at one point we were 1-3 or 2-3 or something like that. And we've really we started playing our best ball. We had a great weekend this weekend in Fargo. We played okay against West Fargo last night. We need to put a good showing up tonight.
Well, both of these teams are pretty solid offensive teams. They're both averaging about 10 runs a game this season. So do you think the pitching can slow some really good offenses down tonight?
I do. I'm planning on it. So I do. I sure hope so. At least our pitching, I hope so.
Of course. All right. Thank you for joining me, and have a good
thanks
have a good game, Coach.
Thanks for the coverage.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Welcome back to the Irie Insurance pregame show in our final segment before we get things started here tonight. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. And now we'll get to our starting lineups for both of our teams before we get first pitch not long here in Cost Field between a couple of first place teams. Batting first it'll be Mayport, the away team at the dish first. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Mesa Larson. And then pitching, batting second, Danica Hansen. Playing first base and batting third is Riley Satrum. And then Raina Satrum is in the cleanup spot, catching tonight. And then Parker Strand at center field, bats fifth. Bryn Kritzberger at second, bats sixth. Then seventh is Hudson Zerfus at third base, then Maddie Sand in left field, batting eighth, and Reagan Zerfus in right field, batting ninth. And then on the other side, the batting order for Central Cass, Whitney Mitchell will be pitching and leading off, and then Sophie Sherwhite will be in center field. Grace Fletchock will be batting third and playing short. Bradley Bussey in the cleanup spot had a 3-hit night against Hillsborough. She plays first base in the cleanup spot. Then Aspen Preen will be the catcher again for Central Cass. Olivia Haugen at second base, bats sixth. Natalie Fontaine, who threw that 2-run complete game, pitching all 7 innings against Hillsborough, got out of some jams. Natalie Fontaine will be the DP in tonight's contest. And then Maddie Stieg will be playing third, batting eighth. Paige Wixo is in left and batting ninth. And then the right fielder, Kira Gunnifson, will not bat, but is 10th. And we will head to break now here, and that'll do it for the Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back with our starting lineups, with our first pitch after the break.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back to Cost Field here, and just a couple pregame facts here before we get started with first pitch. Both of these teams scoring over 10 runs per game, just an incredible feat that both of these teams have accomplished for a regular season of scoring both over 11 runs per game. Actually, Mayport CG, 11.25 runs per game, 180 runs scored, and then 34 runs allowed, and a plus 146 run differential, outscoring their opponents by 146 runs throughout the regular season. They're 8-0 in the region, 13-1 overall, sit first in the Region 2 standings, and then the Central Cass Squirrels scoring nearly 13 runs per game, and have scored 186, allowed 37, plus 149. We'll pitch to break, starting first pitch after this.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to Cost Field here on Central Cass High School campus, as we've got a couple of first place teams in their regions going at it here tonight. A big tune-up game for both of these squads. We heard Coach Scott Cost say the one that allows the least amount of freebies and free base runners tonight on errors and walks, that's the team that's going to win, that plays the cleanest softball out on the diamond tonight. And out on the mound, we have Whitney Mitchell for Central Cass, number 14. And Central Cass is out there defensively first in the black uniforms and the home black uniforms with the red lettering and white trim logo as well. And then coming to bat will be Mayport CG first off in their navy blue uniforms with the red lettering and the white numbers on the back. So first up, it'll be Mesa Larson batting for the Mayport CG Patriots. She's in the batter's box. Will lead off batting left-handed, and the shortstop will be the first batter for this contest tonight. Mitchell in the circle will deliver her first pitch, and it is in there on the outside corner for a strike. The third baseman, Maddie Stieg, playing a couple steps in from third base, maybe expecting a leadoff bunt, trying to get on base first. Swung on and missed, 0-2 now to Larson. Good control through the first two pitches right there from Mitchell, right on the corner, and then on the inside third. That time, the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed right down the middle, blew it by her for a 3-pitch strikeout. Excellent start for Whitney Mitchell. Couldn't do it a lot more efficient than that to get the K. 3 straight strikes, a called strike and then 2 swinging to put away Mesa Larson for the first out. And here's Danica Hansen. Flares this one down the right field line. The right fielder is there to make the catch. That is Gunnifson making the catch in right for out number 2. So 4 pitches, 2 outs, and quickly 2 away for Mayport CG with the F9 to right field. Riley Satram will come up to the plate now. The first baseman will be the second left-handed batter of the inning. First pitch is going to miss for a ball. That was some off-speed for the first pitch from Mitchell. Swung on and missed on the outer third, and scoreboard has 0-2, so the off-speed must have been in there. Satram's got to get protective now of the plate, and she does. She fouls this one back towards us and out of play, and we'll do it again, 0-2. Just a one-man umpiring crew in this game here tonight, as the other one was not able to make it, backed out, and no replacement was found, so it's a one-man crew behind the plate. 0-2 pitch, in there for strike 3 called. A backwards K to end the first inning. A brilliant inning with 2 strikeouts for Whitney Mitchell, and Central Cass will get the bats in the bottom of the first right after this.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
And welcome back to Cost Field. Here we're through 1/2 inning of play where Whitney Mitchell on the top of the first just sat down the top 3 hitters in the Mayport CG lineup in Mesa Larson, Danica Hansen, and Riley Satram down with Larson and Satram striking out and Hansen flying to right, and a quick first inning for Mitchell. And she will now lead off the bottom of the first for Central Cass, and on the mound, Danica Hansen, who flew to right in the top of the first, will be in the circle for the Patriots, as both of these teams have done a really nice job keeping other teams off the scoreboard. Mayport has done a solid job. They've outscored their opponents by 146 runs, only 34 runs allowed, though, in 14 games. So they are keeping teams off the base paths at a very efficient clip. But now they're facing a lineup that is scoring almost 13 runs per contest in Central Cass. So we have a really, really heavyweight matchup between both of these teams that have had some great success to their season, with Central Cass at 12-4, 8-4, and then Mayport CG 13-1. And it is, yes, 12-4 overall record for Central Cass. They're 8-1 in the region. It's a 1-1 count now to Whitney Mitchell leading things off. This ball is hit to left center field. It's going to die in the gap for a base hit. Wide turnaround first, and it's a leadoff single for Mitchell. Good piece of hitting right there. Got a pitch on the inner third. You're not going to be able to hit that the other way, so she goes with the pitch, takes it to the left center field gap, and it finds grass, and now we have the first and third baseman playing a little bit further in as the next batter, Sophie Sherwhite, comes up to bat, and she does indeed square to bunt, as you see the first baseman crashing all the way in right there. That was Riley Satram wheeling in to cut off the bunt, and the second baseman and Bryn Kritzberger was there to cover first. Sherwhite shows again. They throw down to first, and that's going to get away into right field. And advancing down to second base goes Whitney Mitchell. So that's going to be an error right there, as Mitchell was right there on the bag as when the throw got there. Tough ball to catch. So it's now a 2-0 count to Sophie Sherwhite, who is shown to bunt in the first 2 pitches, but has pulled back both times at a 2-0 count. She shows again, it misses high, 3-0. Sometimes showing that bunt can kind of play with the pitcher's head, knowing that they have to throw a strike and then maybe also get off the rubber to field a bunt as well. 3-0 pitch is ball 4, and it's a wild pitch, so down to third base goes Mitchell. So runners at the corners now for Central Cass, and it is going to be Grace Fletchock coming up to hit with runners at first and third and nobody out. So a big-time threat opportunity for Central Cass right away in this one. Fletchock, the shortstop, is right-handed. She squares to bunt. Throw is going to be cut off on the steal of second, so now runners both in scoring position, as Mayport CG had no intent of throwing through to try and catch Sophie Sherwhite. And Sherwhite has some wheels. We saw her against Hillsborough Central Valley last week, hit an inside the park home run in this very ballpark to the left field wall, and she wheeled around the bases in quick time for an inside the parker. Popped up, straight back, and foul. 2 balls and a strike as now Danica Hansen is able to get back into this count right here after a 4-pitch walk and 6 straight balls thrown. Misses high, 3-1. Squirrels had to battle back in that Hillsborough Central Valley game as they went down 2-0 early. After the first 3 innings, we were able to battle back for a 6-2 victory in that one. It took a 5-run inning to get them back into it. And now bases loaded and nobody out after the base on balls. Fletchock goes to first, and now Bussey, dangerous hitter at the plate, had 3 hits against the Burros, including a triple. Swung on and missed. First pitch, high heat by the bat of Bussey. No balls and a strike. This Central Cass offense, scoring nearly 13 runs a game, just can hurt you in so many different ways. Inside for ball number 1. And they've got their cleanup hitter and power hitter at the plate. Bases juice, nobody out, in a good situation here in the bottom of the first. Popped up to left field, going back as the shortstop off the glove, and we might have a force-out opportunity. No, it's going to land. Throw came back to the infield, so we still have the bases loaded and nobody out, but 1 run is home for Central Cass as the shortstop, Mesa Larson, ranged back. The left fielder, Maddie Sand, came in. It was the shortstop and Larson trying to make the catch, could not. That's a tough play, ranging back into left field for a shortstop. Got to be looking over your shoulder as you're chasing that ball and moving backwards, and also thinking about making a throw back to the infield perhaps. Leads to the drop, and it's a 2-0 count now. Central Cass still threatening. Bases loaded. 2-0 count, popped up foul behind the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Now to Aspen Preen, the catcher. Fouled off the end of the bat, backing out of play. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Danica Hansen could really use a timely strikeout here to not let any runners advance. Infield is in. The 2-2 pitch. Line caught by the third baseman. Step on third. It's a double play. Hudson Zerfis with a leaping grab at third base, and down goes another runner for Central Cass. Sherwhite thought that was for sure getting through. Instead it's a double play. It's a rally killer right there. Not only did it wasn't a strikeout, but they were able to get 2 outs right there for the price of 1. Wild pitch will make it second and third now, so the threat is still alive for Central Cass. But what a momentum-shifting play that was as Danica Hansen gets a big double play to quell the offense of Central Cass for now. 2 balls, no strikes. The hitter is Olivia Haugen. Takes a strike on the outer third right there. If you're Aspen Preen on that last at bat, not much you can do right there. This ball is a jam shot. Scooped at shortstop, but it's going to land. It's going to be an infield single and plate another run. So Central Cass able to scratch across a 2-out hit from Haugen that time. That we'll call it a single on the infield to the shortstop to make it a 2-0 Squirrels lead. Runner still on first and third right now. 2 outs. Runner goes. Throw down is cut off. So again, 2 runners in scoring position for the Squirrels. Can they push them across? The batter is Natalie Fontaine. Takes a ball and it makes it 2-1. Count is 1-1 right now. 1-2 as Hansen is able to hit the outer third, and she is 1 good pitch from stranding a couple runners in scoring position, and the Squirrels looking to add on. Foul back. 1-2 again will do it. Already high leverage at bats here in the first inning. already 2 across, and Hansen's going to ask for a new softball. She's got the one she likes now, and it'll be a 1-2 count to Natalie Fontaine, who threw a complete game 2-run gem against Hillsborough last week, and now she is the DP in this game, but she strikes out swinging, and the inning is over. But not before Central Cass scratches across a couple runs on the Bank North scoreboard, and we head to break. 2-0 Central Cass on top.
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
And back here we go with the Squirrels in the field, and the Patriots have a little bit of work to do after surrendering a couple first-inning runs. And it was a really big threat from the Squirrels as they loaded the bases with nobody out. And I think Keenan Konchak would take only being down 2 to a potent offense like Central Cass after loading the bases with nobody out. A little bit of damage control from Danica Hansen, and away we go to inning number 2. First pitch, missing outside from Whitney Mitchell. Batter is Raina Satram, the catcher for Mayport CG. She stands in and takes a pitch down the middle for a strike. Sherwhite playing all the way at the back of the Central Cass logo in center field. Playing pretty deep against the cleanup hitting Raina Satram. Lined up the middle, a base hit into center field. Sherwhite has it, get by her all the way to the wall. Satram will hold up at second base after Sherwhite's error will allow the runner to second. That is some sharp contact right there. Something that we didn't see in the first inning, but Raina Satram is able to connect and stings one to center field past Sherwhite all the way to the wall, so it's a leadoff single plus error to second. Parker Strand, the center fielder, stands in. Now a runner goes to third base. They've got her. She is out. The bunt play was on, and then Strand pulled back, so it's going to be a throw out at third base as Satram is gunned down by Aspen Preen at third. Big mistake there from the Patriots, and we'll see if they can recover to still scratch anything across this half inning, but it's now quickly an 0-2 count to Parker Strand. And with showing bunt right there, you would think that the runner is going and expecting contact to be made, but right now, bases are empty. No balls, 2 strikes. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes as that misses outside. That's about as big a momentum killer as the double play was in the bottom half of the first. So we've already seen a couple of impact plays with Preen throwing out Satram at third, and the leaping catch from Hudson Zerfus at third to double off Sophie Sherwhite with the bases loaded and nobody out. Swung on and missed, and there's a strikeout as Strand goes down swinging. Quickly 2 down as it's been the minimum faced, 5 up, 5 down for Mitchell after the caught stealing. Bryn Kritzberger, the second baseman, stands in, bats right-handed. The first pitch taken for a strike at the knees. Mitchell winds up the 0-1, swung on and missed. High fastball in there for strike number 2. Base is empty. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Popped up foul, right side, out of play. Kritzberger able to hang tough with a good pitch on the outer third and able to spoil it to stay alive for another pitch. This one misses away. A ball and 2 strikes. Central Cass already on top thanks to a Bradley Bussey RBI hit and then Olivia Haugen an infield RBI hit as well. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and down goes Kritzberger. 3 up, 3 down again after the caught stealing for Whitney Mitchell. 2 scoreless innings for Central Cass. We head to the bottom of the second with the Patriots coming to bat.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Going to the bottom of the second now, and Central Cass coming to bat. Danica Hansen comes back out after surrendering a couple runs in her first inning of work.
Bottom half of the second inning for the Squirrels. Third baseman, Maddie Stieg.
It'll be the third baseman, Maddie Stieg, for Central Cass. 8th in the order. Paige Wixow and Whitney Mitchell, the 3 due up. Mitchell is the top of the lineup as Central Cass got through 7 of their batters in the first inning. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Chopped foul at the plate. Fouled off a foot, 1-1. Today is the second to last game for the Patriots, as they'll have Hillsborough Central Valley as their regular season finale. But this is an important game for both teams, even though they might not be playing for a spot in the standings as they're already first place. This is a good tune-up right here to make sure they are in tip-top shape come postseason, which is this weekend, starting on Saturday for both Region 1 and Region 2. 5-pitch walk to lead things off. So Stieg to first base and another leadoff runner for Central Cass. That'll be Paige Wixow coming to bat now. The left fielder takes inside for ball number 1. Two balls, no strikes now to the 9-hitter Wixow. Mayport CG is not accustomed to allowing a whole lot of runs, as their pitching staff has been very good this year. They beat Thompson twice this year, 12-10 and 16-12. But other than that, against a really tough Tommies team that they beat twice, they have not allowed more than 4 runs in a game all season. But Central Cass already scratches across 2 in the first inning. 3 balls and a strike, fouled off again on 2 straight pitches. So a green light for Paige Wixow, and she's being aggressive ahead in the count, but now it's back to a full count, 3-2. Runner at first is Stieg on the leadoff base on balls, and she will be able to walk down to second as it's another walk.
Back top of the order for the Squirrels, pitcher Whitney Mitchell.
Central Cass missed out on making state last year as they fell in the state qualifier to Kindred Richland with a 5-3 loss again, 3-2 loss against Kindred Richland, then a 5-3 loss against Hillsborough Central Valley to prevent them from continuing their dominant streak at state, where they have won multiple championships, 6 to be precise, including 4 in a row from 2018 to 2022. Couple strikes in there now on Whitney Mitchell, back to the top of the order. First and second, nobody out. Down on strikes goes Mitchell, a big first out for Danica Hansen.
Center fielder, Sophie Sherway.
But despite that disappointing ending to the season last year for the Squirrels, they're back in first place ahead of Kindred Richland in the standings. There's a drive to center field. This ball's hit well over the center fielder, and we have a logjam on the bases, and it's going to score a run. So that's an RBI double right there, ringing double for Sophie Sherwhite. So Central Cass is able to plate another run, second and third now with one out on the Bank North scoreboard. Fletchock stands in. Chopper, they're not going to try to throw the runner out at the plate. They're going to take the out at first. So another run scores for Central Cass. It's 4-0, and runner advances to third now as well. So that's an RBI groundout for Fletchock on the first pitch. Now Bussey with 2 outs and a runner on third. She swings, lines a base hit to center field. It's down. It's off the glove of the center fielder of Parker Strand, and now Bussey is in there with a stand-up double, and we have a 5-0 ball game. Bussey continues to knock in runs after a 3-hit game, multiple RBIs against Hillsborough Central Valley. She now has another multi-hit game. First pitch misses outside to Aspen Preen. Preen, the catcher, lined out to third for a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out in her first at bat. Did everything she could on her part, but it was just a nice leaping play by Hudson Zerfus. This ball is driven to center field. Back goes the center fielder, Strand. It's gone! They don't call it Tater for nothing. That ball was mashed to center field and out. Aspen Preen makes it a 7-0 ball game. Central Cass with an ambush of offense of 5-run inning, as we can hardly keep up here as the Squirrels just keep plating runs in the second, and that'll draw a visit to the mound. Keenan Konchak out there to calm down the starting pitcher of Danica Hansen out there. Hansen was able to get a second out, but it's been just a 2-out barrage right now with Bussey and then Preen with back-to-back huge doubles and huge double and home run. As Hansen's going to have to bear down, get her team back in the dugout so they can start scoring some runs of their own. Remember, both of these teams are averaging double digits in offensive runs scored per game. So as crazy as it sounds, 7-0 might not sound as insurmountable as it would with other teams out on the field. Strike back in there as Haugen, the second baseman, will bat. Central Cass has again sent 7 batters to the plate. Haugen will be the 8th of the inning. One pitch, grounded to third. It's going to go foul. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Danica Hansen really trying to get out of this inning. She's got to bear it down and make a good pitch here against Haugen. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back. Miss high. Knots the count at 2. Chopper to third. Zerfus to first in time for the out to retire the side, but not before Central Cass strikes for 5 runs, highlighted by the 2-run jack from the catcher, Aspen Preen. We head to the 3rd inning, 7-0 Squirrels on top on yourliveevent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Central Cass, after a booming 2nd inning where they push across 5 runs on the Bank North scoreboard, will come back out to the field to play some defense where they've gone 6 up, 6 down against the Patriots. A dominant start for the Squirrels this game. And the scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Bank North. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great communities that they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Bottom 3rd of the lineup due up for Mayport CG, and chasing a pitch high, Hudson Zerfus, who made that leaping grab at 3rd in the bottom half of the 1st to save a couple runs. Stands in now. It's an 0-2 count. Whitney Mitchell has looked locked in on the mound. The 0-2, missing high. On the mound, in the circle. Baseball is making its way into the broadcast today. In the circle and on the rubber is Mitchell. The 1-2 pitch. She gets the strikeout to get a quick first out of the inning. 4 pitches and down goes Hudson Zerfus. As Maddie Sand, the left fielder, stands in, batting 8th in the lineup, as no one has been able to force beyond the minimum amount of batters for the Patriots thus far. That is a beautiful pitch right there. You could see the movement moving towards the outer third of the plate to the right-handed hitting Sand. Not what you're looking for first pitch. That catches the corner. No balls and 2 strikes now. Mitchell looking for another quick K. The 0-2. That one will miss. Down and inside for ball number 1. But the control has been elite for Mitchell. She's been around the plate, hasn't walked anyone. She's only surrendered 1 hit, and it got erased at 3rd base on a caught stealing after a Raina Satram double. Two off rain, chopped to the left side. Waiting for the high hop is the 3rd baseman. Maddie Stieg throws out the runner Sand at first, and there's 2 up, 2 down. The right fielder Reagan Zerfus stands in. Her first plate appearance of the day, and she will bat right-handed. Crouched stance and lines one up the middle, but it is caught. It was a little bit off the end of the bat. And the 2nd baseman, Olivia Haugen, makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down again. 7-0 Central Cass on yourliveevent.com.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Danica Hansen comes back out for inning number 3. Allowed 7 runs through the first couple innings, as there's been some really good contact from that Central Cass lineup. thought after the first inning with that double play with the bases loaded that they could put away some of that momentum that the Squirrels had on their home turf, but they struck for a 5-run spot in the second inning to make it 7-0 on the Bank North scoreboard, highlighted by Aspen Preen's 2-run home run to center field. Natalie Fontaine swings and lines a base hit to left field, and another leadoff base runner for the Squirrels. Fontaine takes a nice turnaround first, holds up there as the leadoff runner has gotten on in all 3 innings for the Squirrels. And we have Scott Cost coming over to the home plate umpire. We might see a courtesy runner. And I think that is indeed what we're going to see here, as Fontaine will get subbed out after her base hit. First pitch missing to Maddie Stieg. This ball is popped up sky high. Who's going to get it? The shortstop camping under it is going to make the play. That's Mesa Larson recording the first out. Swung on and hit foul out of play for Paige Wixow. The number 9 hitter is unofficially still 0 for 0 with a walk in her 1 plate appearance in the second inning. Popped up center field. Center fielder coming in. That's Strand making the play. 2 outs. Nice job by Danica Hansen settling down, getting a couple weak contact outs. Swung on and missed. High and tight with the riser to the leadoff hitter in the order in Whitney Mitchell, but the 4th Squirrel to bat this inning to the backstop, and now 1-1 to the opposing pitcher. Runner on second and 2 outs. And Hansen is just 1 good pitch away from getting out of this inning, but the count is 2-1 now to Mitchell. Swung and a miss, 2-2, and she's a strike away from her first scoreless inning of the afternoon. Swung on and missed, and down goes Mitchell. That's a swinging strikeout to end things in the 3rd. A nice comeback inning for Danica Hansen. A scoreless inning, she rebounds, and the Patriots will come to bat to lead off the 4th when we come back.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Are you in an...
And we head to the 4th inning now as the Patriots, still looking for some offense on the Bank North scoreboard, have not been able to put anything across against Whitney Mitchell. First time through the order, and it will be the top of the lineup with Mesa Larson, Danica Hansen, and Riley Satchram to get things going in the 4th. The only Patriot to reach base first time through was Raina Satchram, caught stealing 3rd base after her leadoff double in the top of the 2nd. Squares to bunt, and it caught the bat as she pulled back. Foul, no balls and a strike. Patriots could use a leadoff base runner. This one misses. 1 ball and a strike. It's the shortstop Larson to lead things off. Swings through another good pitch right there from Mitchell. She's been hitting her spots pretty much all game long as she nears halfway through. Misses that time, runs the count even at 2-2 to the leadoff hitting Mesa Larson. Danica Hansen, the opposing pitcher, on deck. Larson struck out in her first at bat and does so again here for the first out of the inning. Sixth strikeout of the afternoon for Whitney Mitchell. Been hitting her spots and missing bats at the same time. Hansen takes low for ball 1. It was over the plate, but below the knees. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Danica Hansen with a 1-out single to inject some life into that Patriots dugout.
Riley Satram.
Riley Satram went down on strikes, went down looking in her first at bat. On deck is Raina Satram with the first hit of the game for the Patriots. This is going to be a sacrifice bunt. Played well by the Central Cass infield as the throw gets to first in time, 2 outs. But the sacrifice does its job, moves the runner over to second base with 2 outs, and now it'll be Raina Satram. If she can square one up again like she did in her first at bat, that will plate the first Mayport CG run, but gotta get there, get the ball to the outfield grass first. Strike on the outer third for Mitchell to get ahead. Just the second bat with a runner in scoring position, and the first one didn't last long as Parker Strand had that at bat, but it on the first pitch, she squared to bunt, and then the runner Satram went to third and got thrown out. Aspen Preen with that put out at third base prevented a rally from the Patriots in the second, and then in the third, hit a home run. Ground ball, base hit left side. They're going to send the runner. Throw is going to come home to the plate. We have a play, but it's cut off by the pitcher, Mitchell. And then going to second base is Raina Satram with her second hit in as many trips to the plate. So there is the clutch 2-out knock that the Patriots were looking for. So Satram plates the first run of the game for the Patriots. And now we'll see a visit to the mound from Scott Kost as he just wants to get his team back in the dugout, not allow any more runs. But Satram able to trade places with Hansen at second base, and now we'll see a courtesy runner coming in. That'll be Brooklyn Galdi. Parker Strand will bat. Struck out swinging in her first at bat. Has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs as Mayport CG looks to claw their way back into this one. One-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back out of play. Knots it up at 1. Strand stands in there left-handed. Playing center field for the Patriots. On deck is Bryn Kritzberger. Also 0 for 1. This ball is in the dirt. Throw down to third. And safely in there is the pinch runner, Galdi. That's risky business going to third base on with 2 outs. You've already been thrown out trying to get to third base once when you're in scoring position. But Galdi able to make it in there safely, so we'll see if that extra 60 feet pays off. This one in the dirt, blocked by Preen. 3 balls and a strike now to Strand, the center fielder, looking to play the second run to make it a multi-run inning for the Patriots. A 5-pitch walk now. The first free pass given up by Mitchell. That'll bring up Kritzberger with runners at the corners, and we'll see if Strand, the center fielder, is in motion. Square to bunt, pull back, runner goes, no throw down to second. So they'll advance the runner. Another 60 feet, that's Strand over to second on the first pitch as expected. Pair of runners in scoring position for Kritzberger, the second baseman. Big at bat, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That's going to be lined into left field. It's a base hit. 1 run is in. The second right behind. It's an RBI single for Bryn Kritzberger. We have a ball game on our hands as the Patriots strike for 3 in the top of the 4th. We talked about how potent these offenses are earlier. Both averaging over 11 runs per game, so not an insurmountable task to put up 7 if you're Mayport CG right now. As they figured out a little bit of something off of Whitney Mitchell to be able to make some good contact, find some outfield turf, and plate 3 runs in the top of the 4th. No balls and a strike to Hudson Zerfus. Outside and high, 1-1. So a 2-run single, mark it down. 2-run single for Kritzberger has made this game a lot closer now. And that coming with 2 outs. This is a drive to the gap in left center field. That is gone. Wait, we have the left fielder thinks it is a ground rule double, but this is going to be gone. It's off the scoreboard and out. That is gone. A 2-run home run for Hudson Zerfus. They don't call it a tater for nothing because that ball was mashed off the scoreboard. And we have a 5-run inning to answer for Mayport CG. The left fielder, Paige Wixo, put her hands up trying to signal that was not going to be a home run there, that it was going to be a ground rule double, but that ball definitely cleared the wall. 5 runs off of Whitney Mitchell in the 4th inning, and this is kind of the game that we thought could happen right here. Both of these teams have good pitchers, but the bats are just so good. And it's led to a couple of good pitchers getting knocked around a little bit by the opposing lineup. Both teams have recorded a 5-run inning now in this game. Don't see that very often. Swung on and missed. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Maddie Sand after Hudson Zerfus inches us closer. It's a 7-5 ball game on the Bank North scoreboard. Mayport has come alive in the top of the 4th, and this might end it. It's a pop-up to the shortstop. Fletchock makes the catch to end the top half of the 4th, but Mayport CG roars back, and the Patriots are within 2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. What an answer of an inning on your live event. The Squirrels to bat after the break.
Sports fan, want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A big-time two-out rally with 4 straight batters reaching from Raina Satram, Parker Strand, Bryn Kritzberger, and Hudson Zerfus, going single walk, single homer. That is a two-out rally right there that scores 5 total runs in the 4th inning for the Patriots. And now it's time for Danica Hansen to come out with another shutdown inning. Ground ball to short. Left-handed throw over to first is made, and the stretch from Riley Satram on Mesa Larson's throw. That combination is good enough for the first putout of the bottom half of the 4th. Grace Fletchock to bat now. Grounds one to third. That is going to be a foul ball. And she'd still be running right now if that was fair. That's probably a 3-bagger to probably a 1-out triple right there. If that was just a foot more to the fair side. Fletchock takes for a ball. Now 1-1 with 1 out. Taken high. Danica Hansen did a nice job in the bottom half of the 3rd, just settling down, and only faced 4 batters in that inning. In there for a strike, now 2-2. She could use another shutdown inning to get her offense back in the batter's box, where they scored 5 runs their last trip to the plate. Her 2-2 pitch is swung on and popped up on the infield. A jam shot to third baseman Hudson Zerfus there makes the catch for the 2nd out. 2 up, 2 down, and Danica Hansen is finding her groove in the middle innings. This will be a real test, though. Brady Bussey is 2 for 2. Big-time bat for the Squirrels. Swings and flies one down the right field side. This is going to stay in play. The catch is made. Riley Satram over near the fence in foul territory makes the grab. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Best inning of the day for Danica Hansen. The Patriots are on the move.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Welcome back to Cost Field in Central Cass High School campus in Castleton, North Dakota. Josh Boyko with you here on the call as we've had a very exciting game through 4 innings. We head to the top of the 5th. 7-5 reads the Bank North scoreboard with Central Cass on top, aided by their first 2 innings of play. 2 shutdown innings from Whitney Mitchell, and then 7 runs, 2 in the first, 5 in the second, is what propelled them out to a 7-0 lead, but then 5 runs from the Patriots offense as that ball, a generous strike call on the outside corner to lead things off. Mitchell back out there after surrendering some hard contact, the first hard contact of the afternoon for the Patriots. Ground ball to short. Knocked down by Fletchock. Stays with it. Throw to first is in time for the out. So leadoff runner retired.
Back top of the order for the Patriots.
As that was Sand that went down. It'll be Mesa Larson batting now, as that was Zerfus that grounded out last at bat. Flared to left field. It's going to get down. Fletchock made a valiant attempt to dive and snag that one, but it just comes up a little bit short. That's a very tough play for a shortstop to make. Almost had it, but it's a one-out bloop single to the left side for the number one hitter in the lineup, Mesa Larson. Now Danica Hansen comes to bat. She's flown out to right and had a single and came around to score in that 5-run fourth inning. Fouled off right side, no balls and a strike to the opposing pitcher, Danica Hansen. Diving attempt in left field by Paige Wixow comes up just short. And there's two singles that just barely find the turf off the gloves of Fletchock and Wixow, but definitely not errors. Those are really good diving attempts that came up just an inch short. So it's first and second now with one out for the Patriots. So the tying run on first base, the go-ahead run in the batter's box for Riley Satrom, and Raina Satrom, the cleanup hitter that's already not had a double in this game, is in the on-deck circle. So the big boppers in the lineup for Mayport CG coming up. It's 3, 4, 5 due up next. Two and 0. Riley Satrom laid down a bunt, a sacrifice that got Larson over to second before Raina Satrom knocked her home for the first run of the game for the Patriots. 2 balls and a strike now to Riley Satrom, the first baseman. The catcher, Raina Satrom, looms on deck. Mitchell faced the minimum in the first time through the batting order. Runner going to third, throw down is not in time, and that allows the runner to go to second as well. So each runner moves up 60 feet, and now it's 3-1 to the left-handed hitting first baseman in the 3-hole in the lineup for the Pats. Fouled off, 3-2, full count pitch coming up from Mitchell, who, like I said, 9 up, 9 down, but since then it's been a rocky outing with the 5 runs given up in the fourth, and now 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Big at bat here, big pitch. 3-2 pitch is popped up to the left side. It's going to get out of play. Huge at bat now with the tying run on second base. And the big part of the order, the middle part of the order coming up for the Patriots. Down 7-0, just 2 innings ago. Looking to tie in the 5th. Payoff pitch again fouled off in about the same spot. Mitchell hanging tough, not wanting to give a cookie down the middle. And Satrom spoiling the good pitches. Just looking for one that she can put in play. Full count. Missed high, and it's going to be ball 4 to load him up for Raina Satrom. Already 2 for 2 on the day. Satrom with a pair of singles and scored in her last trip around the bases. Scott Kost will take a trip to the mound. Huge at-bat coming up. Both of these teams know this game hinges perhaps on this very at-bat.
Batting for Patriots, cleanup hitter, catcher Raina Satrom.
Huge moment. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2-for-2 hitter at the plate. The first pitch is swung on, popped up on the infield. The catcher is there to make the catch with Preen. And that is a huge out right there. A pop up on the infield, no run able to score, and that'll bring up Parker Strand to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. We'll see if she can put something in play and get the base paths moving. Popped up, playable. Back of shortstop, Fletchock squeezes it as it almost came out, but they strand them full. The Patriots unable to score in an inning where they looked like they could maybe take the lead or tie. So that is a huge out from from Whitney Mitchell to leave them loaded as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Central Cass clinging to a 7-5 lead.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
It's not been a pitcher's duel in the conventional sense, but we've had a couple of shutdown innings from Danica Hansen in her last two, and it was 3 shutdown innings to start for Whitney Mitchell in her first 3. It's been just a couple innings that have plagued the starters, both giving up 5 runs, with Mitchell surrendering 5 in the 4th, Hansen surrendering 5 in the 2nd, but both of these teams still very much in this game. First pitch ball from Hansen to Aspen Preen, who homered in her last trip to the plate. She's lined out to third for that double play, which, I mean, if that splits, if that goes down the line over the third baseman Hudson Zerfus, that would have been probably a bases clearing double or triple in her first plate appearance, and then a home run in her second at bat. That would be a massive change in this game, but it is just a 2-run game right now. Again, popped out of play, 2-2. But Preen definitely making a case to be our Enbridge Energy player of the game that we'll hand out come post game, and she strikes out here though for the first out of the inning. I'll bring Haugen to the plate, playing second base in today's game. Haugen able to dance out of the way of the first pitch. Fouled straight back. 1-1. That's a good cut right there from Haugen. A 5-3 ground out in her last at bat, struck out in the first at bat. Ground ball to third again, backhanded by Zerfus. Throw across the diamond is not going to be in time, and it's into right field. Haugen to second base will hold up there as she advances on the throwing error. Low percentage chance that you're going to be able to throw out a runner on a backhanded play on a slow grounder to third. And over to second base goes Haugen on the E5. Up the middle into center field, it's a base hit. Haugen being waved around, the throw is cut off, and Central Cass adds on to the lead. They take advantage after getting out of the bases loaded jam in the top half of the inning by adding on with an RBI single in the bottom half. Big swing in this game right there with the Patriots not being able to score after leaving them full and the go-ahead run on first. in that last inning. And then coming right back, the Squirrels with back-to-back base hits to plate another run. Oh, in the helmet and down to first will go Stieg down to first. It's Fontaine on second and Stieg on first now. Looks none worse for wear. One ball, no strikes to Wixo after the first pitch misses inside. She flew to center in her most recent at bat. Pops this one up on the infield. Infield fly rule is called. Catch is made anyway, so now 2 outs with the fly out to the shortstop. Back up to the top of the order. Mitchell has struck out in her last 2 plate appearances. Got a hit in her first and came around to score. Popped up right side. Who's going to take charge? It's the first baseman, Riley Satchram, taking charge. So a couple quick outs after 2 hits for Central Cass. Scratches across a run. And we head to the top of the 6th with the Patriots trailing by 3 on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to Central Cass High School and Cost Field in Castleton as Central Cass holds an 8-5 lead after adding on 1 run in the bottom of the 5th. Whitney Mitchell looking to close this one out, a couple innings from doing that, but we go to the top of the 6th, and it is going to be the top of the order due up for, or sorry, not going to be the top of the order, due up for the Patriots. Is going to be bottom 3rd, actually, with Hudson Zerfus, the 3rd baseman, who has homered in this game in her most recent at-bat, coming to the plate. Yeah, it's Kritzberger at the plate right now to lead off. Zerfus on deck. Fly ball deep to right field. Going back, the right fielder, Gunnufson, makes the catch. That is a huge first out right there after some really solid contact as Zerfus goes down to the ground to make the catch near the warning track, near the wall, rather, in right field. So Patriots have had some opportunities, but they stranded the bases loaded in the 5th with the go-ahead run on first, and now down 3, allowed out to lead it off. Zerfus takes first pitch high, ball 1. In there for a strike on the outer 3rd. That's a good pitch from Mitchell right there. She can live there. That's going to be tough to hit. Popped up high on the infield right side. A couple players calling for it. It's Bussey that will take charge and make the catch. 2 outs.
The left fielder, Maddie Sand.
It'll be Sand coming to the plate with a pop out to short in her last plate appearance. Swung on and foul tipped back into the glove of Preen, 0-1. To right center field, that's going to get down for a hit. It splits the gap and will go all the way to the wall. Sand trying to get into second base and will. That's a 2-out double, and the Patriots are not done in the 6th. They'll bring Reagan Zerfus to the plate, and she's 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to second and ground out to third, or to short rather. Alicia Foss will courtesy run for Maddie Sand. Coach Konchak over to talk with the home plate umpire about that substitution. And it will still be Reagan Zerfus to bat for the Patriots with a runner in scoring position. You'd like to at least get one run across here and not leave it all for the 7th. Strike one to the number 9 hitter. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2 now to Zerfus. If the inning does not continue up beyond Zerfus, it will be Mesa Larson, Danica Hansen, Riley Satrum, the top of the order due up for the Patriots in the 7th, but they're not content with that right now. Still looking to extend this inning. No balls, 2 strikes, runner on second, 2 outs. Mitchell delivers high and away for ball number 1. In there, called strike 3. Zerfus can't believe it. But to the bottom half of the 6th we go. Squirrels still up by 3 as they strand a runner in scoring position for the 2nd straight inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go on yourliveevent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
To the bottom of the 6th we go now. Both starting pitchers complete 5 innings, and both are looking to complete 6 now if Danica Hansen can make it through this bottom half of the inning. Trying to put up one more 0 to give her team the best shot to come back in the 7th. Patriots will need at least 3 runs to extend this ball game. But for now, they got to put up some outs. And a first pitch, hit by pitch right there as Sherwhite will go to first. Leadoff base runner for the Squirrels. We'll see if they put Sherwhite in motion on the base paths to try and generate an extra run with Fletchock at the plate. Not running this time, and it's a ball outside 1-0. Bussey stands on deck, and she's been a thorn in the side of pretty much any team trying to pitch against her this season. Missing high, now 2-0. Check on the runner at first, back in safely. Inside, now 3-0. Hansen laboring to try and find control in the 6th. So a first pitch hit by pitch and a 4-pitch walk fills up first and second with nobody out as the Squirrels will bring their top hitter to the plate with nobody out and runners on base. First pitch high. Popped up on the infield, playable. Who's going to get it? The catcher comes out and makes the play. As that ball was trickling back into fair territory, Raina Satram had to make that catcher. It would have been trouble for the Patriots. One down now. That's a huge recovery out after losing control for the first two batters. It was Hansen, and now they'll bring up Aspen Preen, who has stung her for a 2-run homer in this game. One ball, no strikes. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove. Count even at 1. 1 out, runners on first and second. Hansen needs to shut down this Central Cass threat. But instead it's a base hit into right center field. It'll plate 1 run. The second coming around, it'll plate. Oh no, they hold up the runner at third. Initially, Scott Cost was given the wave around, but they'll hold the runner at third, so it's first and third now. As Haugen will bat with runners at the corners and 1 out, another run in. Keenan Konchak out to the mound. Will he make a pitching change, or is he going to just announce how they're going to do the first and third defense? I can't imagine they'll be throwing through if Central Cass puts a runner in motion. But that's a huge insurance knock right there for Aspen Preen. Making a big-time case to be our Enbridge Energy player of the game, as she's been able to homer in this game, and now she's played her 3rd run of the contest. Haugen will now bat. A 4-run Central Cass lead. Squares to bunt. Runner goes down to second base, as Mayport elects not to throw down. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Haugen swings and fouls it back. Missing low, 2-1. Fontaine is on deck. A pair of singles in her last couple of bats. Pop up to the catcher. Out is recorded. Another big out. It'll be left up to Fontaine. 2 hits on the day. Another one might put it out of reach. Swung on and missed. No balls and a strike. Swung on and missed. Again, nothing and 2. And Danica Hansen is 1 good pitch away from getting out of this inning and having the Patriots will have some work to do in the 7th, needing at least 4. They're just hoping that they don't need any more than 4, which means they gotta get Fontaine here. That pitch blocked right there. Missing low. Good block from Raina Satram to keep the runner at third base. 1-2 pitch, and just got a piece. Fontaine battling, stays alive to see another pitch. Got him swinging. Down goes Fontaine, and down go the Squirrels in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Mayport CG needs 4 in order to play on. We'll see what they come up with after the break.
Local Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the R&J Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the R&J Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the R&J Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Whitney Mitchell is looking to slam the door shut. She's pitched 6 innings and given up 5 runs to this point, all of them coming in the top of the 4th inning. She has 5 zeros and 1 5 through 6 innings right now. It's just been that one dangerous inning for both of these pitchers that are the separator in this one, with Mitchell surrendering 5 in the 4th and then Danica Hansen surrendering 5 in the 2nd inning to Central Cass. The Squirrels have scratched across insurance runs in back-to-back innings to make it a 4-run ball game. Is the top of the order due up for Mayport? Mesa Larson will bat. Struck out her first 2 plate appearances, singled in the last one, but was stranded at third in that 5th inning rally that got cut short with the bases loaded. 2-0 to Larson. Patriots desperately need a base runner to lead off this inning. Swung on and missed down the middle. Good pitch from Mitchell to get back in the count at 2-1. Swung on and chopped to the mound. Mitchell's going to have to fire. Throw is wild. It gets into right field. And that'll allow the runner to get to second base. And that is Mesa Larson sliding in safely to second base with nobody out. That's a good start to the inning there for the Patriots. That was going to be a tough play right off the bat. Mitchell was going to have to make a perfect throw. And it's going to be an error on Mitchell that gets her to second base on top of that's just a tough one. It could be ruled an infield single, could be ruled an error. It was going to be tough either way. Going to be very close, and at second base ends up Larson with Danica Hansen at bat. Hansen takes outside, hits in her last 2 plate appearances, scored in the 4th, stranded at second in the 5th. 2 for 3 day for Hansen, looking for more. The 1-0 pitch from Mitchell. Checked and went. A ball and a strike to the number 2 hitter in the Patriots lineup. Inside to the backstop, running to third base. And if you're Scott Cost, you got to just say, don't worry about the runner. That's not going to hurt us right now. Just got to get the batter out at the plate right now. That is the only matter of importance. Two balls and a strike. Popped up right side. Bussey's going to run out of room as this one's in the batting cages. Hansen's going to have to battle here to try and get aboard, with Riley and Raina Satram waiting in the deck, on deck and in the hole. Grounded left side, and diving stop by Fletchock, but it's not going to record an out. Instead, to the plate comes Mesa Larson, and to first base goes Danica Hansen. That's just a protective swing right there. Put the ball in play at all costs, and good things can happen when you put the ball in play. She does right there. It's an RBI single on the infield as Fletchock kept it from going through, but it's the same result. Runner at first, and 1 run scores. Swung on and missed by Riley Satram. Walked in her last plate appearance, is 0 for 2 with a looking strikeout and ground out to the pitcher. That was actually a sac bunt. which would make her 0 for 1 unofficially. 2 strikes to Satram now. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Fouled straight back. Staying alive to see another pitch is all you can do right now. It's got to be protective swings like Hansen had. Satram needs to just choke up a little bit, put this ball in play, and see where it takes him. Popped up, foul, back behind us and out of play again. Spoiling another good pitch from Whitney Mitchell. Smothered in the dirt, throw down to second, and there's going to be a stolen base from Danica Hansen getting in safely. Saw that one in the dirt and wasn't even sure that Preen was going to throw down. She did. It was just slightly late. But now another runner in scoring position, but the tying run is not yet to the plate. Swung on and missed, dropped third strike. Or is it a foul? What's the call right here? And it is a foul tip indeed. Came out of the glove of the catcher, Preen. The batter, Satram, though, thought that was a dropped third strike as she was heading down to first base and the runner on second was going to third. This ball's fouled off now. Look out, Brad Anderson next door. I don't think I've ever seen a foul ball do that right there. That was on the inside of the overhang and just rattled around and dropped right down next to Brad Anderson. This ball poked to the gap in left center field. This ball's hit well. Back to the track to the wall. It's gone! Riley Satram has put the Patriots within 1. Unbelievable. Still nobody out, and the Patriots will send the tying run to the plate. What a swing from Satram. An opposite field home run with 2 strikes. That is an unbelievable swing right there. The Patriots still have a little bit of work to do to tie this game up, but they have scored 3 runs before recording the first out. And that'll bring up Raina Satram now, who already has a couple hits in today's game. She started the day 2 for 2, then popped out with the bases loaded to the catcher in her last at bat. What a game we have on our hands right here. Just when you think one team's about to pull away with it, there's a momentum-changing play in the other direction. One and 0 to the cleanup hitter. Raina Satram takes ball 2. Now can Mitchell find a way to settle down after allowing the 3 runs of insurance in? Doesn't have any room to work with here now and has fallen behind. Raina Satram, 3 balls, no strikes. The tying run is on base. No, that's a strike. A 3-0 call going the way of Mitchell, a high strike. Still a hitter's count for Satram. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on. Line base hit to left field. The tying run is on. And the drama continues to brew here at Cost Field. It'll be Parker Strand to the plate. Popped out to shortstop in her last at bat. But the tying run now on first base for Mayport CG. Squares to bunt, and that one's fouled off. Tough pitch to bunt on up near her eyes. No balls and a strike. The go-ahead run at the dish right now with nobody out. Already 3 runs in for the Patriots in a do-or-die 7th inning. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. Both these teams first place in their region, and you can see why. You've seen power from both squads in this game. You've seen the pitching at times taking over with dominant shutdown innings. And this is an absolute show that they are both putting on in a regular season finale for one team here. Swinging strikeout for Strand and a big first out for Whitney Mitchell. It's the Central Cass Squirrels regular season finale, and Mayport will play Hillsboro for one more game in their regular season before Saturday we get going with the Region 1 and Region 2 tournaments. Tying run on first. Do they send the runner in motion? 1 out. Line to third, it's caught. Throw back to first. Not picked by Bussey, and that could have ended the game right there. But it's not scooped. Nearly ended it all right there as Batty Stieg made a fantastic play to make the catch, but the throw one-hopped Bussey. 2 down, and Bayport CG is down to their final out after putting across 3 runs to start the inning and getting the tying run on with nobody out. Back-to-back outs from Mitchell, just needs 1 more to seal the deal. It's a strike in there, but Keaton Konchak given the home plate umpire an earful as that one looked to be high and away. But the strike call goes the way of Central Cass. Needing just 2 more. The 0-1 from Mitchell. That one does just barely miss. 1-1 on what looked like very close to the same pitch. In there for strike 2. And down to the final strike. The home plate umpire made the strike 3 call right there at first before realizing that's 2. 1-2. Game down to the final strike. Can Mayport scratch across the tying run, or does Whitney Mitchell shut the door? The 1-2 pitch on the way. Popped up, right side, playable. Who's going to get it? It is Gunnufson, and right makes the catch, and Central Cass hangs on. What a game. The rally in the 7th falls 1 run short with the tying run, leaving and dying at first base. An incredible game with Central Cass coming out 9-8 on top in a battle of first place opponents in their respective regions. And man, we got to catch our breath and recap this one when we come back. The post-game show will hand out our RDK Enterprises Precision Player Play of the Game and our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to the post-game show here on yourliveevent.com, the Your Live Event YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us here on this really exciting contest back and forth between Central Cass and Mayport CG. I mean, this is kind of what we expected between a couple of quality softball teams that both average over 11 runs per game. But they both have some good pitchers, too. So the pitchers at times were able to put up some zeros at clutch moments. And then the offenses had some big innings as well. Both teams had a 5-run inning in tonight's contest. So just back and forth. No one, I mean, you were never certain who was going to win this game. But in the first 2 innings, Central Cass jumps out to a 7-0 lead before Mayport CG answers with 5 in the 5th. We saw multiple home runs go out today as Hudson Zerfus had a home run in the 4th inning to help close that gap for Mayport CG, and then Riley Satcham. Satcham was down 0-2 in the count and is able to battle back into it, and it hits an absolute bomb off the left center field scoreboard, and that one cleared by plenty and put it to a 2-run game, or a 1-run game rather. That was part of the 3-run rally that fell just short in the 7th inning for the Patriots. It was a 9-5 ball game heading into the bottom of the 7th. Whitney Mitchell needed to slam the door shut, but allowed 4 straight runners to reach in the inning before retiring the next 3 and just making it a nail-biter of a finish. But what a game it was, as Central Cass is able to hold on by 1 run now. And we will step aside and come back with our awards and the rest of our post-game show. The RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Game and Enbridge Energy Player of the Game will be handed out after this.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
And now we'll go to our post-game awards and start with our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Game. And that's going to go to the Riley Satcham homer we talked about just before the break. That brought it to within 1, and it made it a 9-8 ball game in the top of the 7th. Satcham with that 2-run homer. Man, did it get this place pretty nervous right here, because this Central Cass home crowd thought it was a pretty comfortable lead. Coming into the bottom of the 7th, it was 9-5, but then that homer got as close as 9-8. And that Satcham homer, man, that was a huge momentum shifter, but Mitchell was still able to close it down. But the Satcham homer is your RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro wishes you a safe spring planting season and thanks you for your business. Visit them at planterdoc.com. And now our Enbridge Energy player of the game is Aspen Preen. Preen was able to inject the life into this crowd and the Central Cass Ball Club throughout the game tonight, both with her catching. She had a throw out at third base, which that looms huge just looking back at the fact, because Raina Satcham doubled and then got thrown out stealing on the next pitch in the top half of the second inning. If that run comes to gets plated, that's a game-tying home run from Riley Satchram in the top half of the seventh. So that gunned down by Preen at third base, and then her 2-run homer also knocked in one more aside of that. So a 3 RBI night and cut down a run. That is special stuff right there from the Central Cass Squirrels catcher Aspen Preen. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. And we'll roll along with more on our postgame show around the break.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And welcome back to our postgame show as we're joined here by Scott Kost, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels. And, Coach, what is it like in that dugout knowing there's not a whole lot you can do in that seventh inning, but you had trust in your team and they got it done?
Yeah, they're great kids. You know, we've had a few meat grinders throughout the season, and this one was definitely that. But they, you know, the kids have resiliency. I mean, they really. You know, they could have given up there, and they didn't, and they're playing against a great team in Mayport, and they did a good job. So I think it says a lot about them and their character.
We talked about the test that this was going to be pregame and how big of a matchup this is, not really just for the standings, but as a tune-up. And how do you think this went for both teams tuning up for postseason?
I think it was good, really good for both of us. I know it was good for us. Because these are the types of games that we've got to play in, and we've got to play against a team that's going to push us and make us make plays, and that's exactly what they did. And so my hat's off to Mayport. They got a great team. They're going to be dangerous throughout the rest of the postseason here.
And then talk about some of the players that just stepped up big for you in this game, whether it was Aspen Preen's 2-run homer or other plays that just slammed the door shut at the end there.
Yeah, Aspen Aspen had some really good at-bats tonight. And that was really good for her. And the home run was a big home run. I mean, obviously we needed every run that we could get there. Whitney gave up runs here, but she battled. I mean, she really battled. And when we got down to the end there, we needed somebody that could make some pitches. and keep that team offensively shut down, and she did that. So, and for the most part, we played pretty clean defense the entire game. We had a good big play there at third base with Maddie Sweep catching that line drive. We made most of the plays that we needed to make there. So I'm pretty happy with where we are defensively and offensively here.
And then moving forward towards tournament time here, coming up this weekend, how confident are you for first matchup coming up there?
After last year, where we got upset in the region tournament, I'm never going to get overconfident. So I'm gonna, we're going to take every game that it's that these are must-win situations. But what I do feel good about is I feel like we are playing well. We're playing a lot better than we did at the beginning of the season. I feel like we're playing well right now, and so we just got to figure out. We get 3 days of practice here and figure out how we make sure that we keep that momentum going and keep improving every day, and then I think we'll be okay once we get to the region tournament.
Thanks, Coach, for joining us, and a good win tonight.
Super. Thank you very much. Thanks for the coverage. We really appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
And back here with Grace Fletchock now of the Central Cass Squirrels. And how nervous was the team out there in the 7th inning when things were getting pretty close out there?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but you have to make sure to have a strong mindset and believe in yourself and your teammates in those situations, and I have a lot of trust in my teammates.
It sure looked like everyone was trusting each other out there. Big defensive play at third, nearly doubling off the runner to end the ball game in the 7th there, but you guys were able to shut it down. And who are some of the players that stuck out to you on your team that helped you to the win in this one?
Well, Whitney did a really good job pitching. They're a really good hitting team, and just to keep going even in the 7th inning and end it, I'm very proud of her. Maddie, that ball has come at her super fast, just the reaction time there, but really everyone in our lineup stepped up and got hits today.
And how glad are you that you got to play against this team, a first-place team in Region 2, as a tune-up before playoffs?
Yeah, I'm very happy that we got to play them. They're a very good team all around, and it's good to get good competition going into the region tournament.
And what kind of confidence does this build moving forward into the tournament now that you've taken down a Region 2 first-place team?
Yeah, you got to keep pushing and working hard, and I'm excited to get to practice and keep working.
Well, you've got Region 1 tournament coming up on Saturday, so best of luck in that, and thanks for joining us here.
Thank you.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And welcome back for our final segment on the postgame show on yourliveevent.com. Central Cass 9, Mayport CG 8 in a thrilling victory between two heavyweight teams. And really the best parts of both teams shined through at one point or another in the game tonight. In the 2nd inning, Central Cass pushes across 5 runs, highlighted by an Aspen Preen 2-run homer. In the 4th inning, Mayport CG able to get 5 runs of their own. Hudson Zerfus with a 2-run homer. And then the pitching really shown in the middle innings for Central Cass with it was really most of the day that Whitney Mitchell was able to control the zone and control the Mayport offense. It was just 2 innings that looked a little bit sketchier for her. Scoreless through 3 innings and did not face more than the minimum through 3 innings. So a really good start for Mitchell, and then scoreless 5th getting out of a jam, scoreless 6th leaving a runner at second. But then the 4th inning where she gave up 5 and the 7th inning gives up 3. And it was a 1-run ball game, allowed the game tying run to first base, but it got no further as Mitchell was able to bear down and silence the bats of Mayport CG for the final 3 outs and improve Central Cass's record to 13-4 with a 7-1 region record, and Mayport CG falls to 13-2, still with an 8-0 region record. And the Patriots will go on to play Hillsborough Central Valley this week before as their last tune-up for the postseason that starts on Saturday that we'll be covering right here in Castleton. That's Region 2. Region 1 will be covering here in Castleton, but Mayport CG still playing this Saturday, their first postseason game. They'll have some practice time, and Central Cass, they have state championship appearances in 9 of 11 years, and they are doing their thing. They're doing their job in the regular season by getting first place in Region 1, and will try to not repeat what happened last year with the first-round upset that they ended up falling out of the state qualifier round. So we will go. We'll see how that goes in the Region 1 tournament coming up this weekend. Your final score from Castleton is 9-8. Thank you for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. And thank you for our sponsors helping us put on our show night in and night out, as we could not do without them. If you see them out and about, give them a thank you, because they're the reason we can put this coverage on for you each and every time. For Josh Boyko, signing off from Castleton, 9-8 your final. The Squirrels come out on top in a heavyweight fight of the Region 1 and 2 first-place teams. Signing off, have a good night.